Should we get
Here
this
we are.
TPK over with?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Real quick, did we get a long rest?
Yeah,
We did.
Yeah.
You guys are long rest before you guys dove off.
Yeah,
the side
so
of
right now
Elturel.
we're at
That's
the
where we
bottom.
hit- that's where we hit
Coin
April.
and I are missing one spell each.
Yeah, from Featherfall.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, I have almost no spells left.
Well, it's funny you should mention that. Yeah, all your spells disappear randomly.
Amazing.
Really weird. Yeah, they're permanently gone.
Anti-magic plane.
That would be so bad for me. I would be a horrible fighter.
Oh man. Yeah. So yeah. We kind of left off with you guys kind of seeing the scene unfold. Zariel's like flying fortress that looked like a gigantic blade comes in and kind of. I think I got a picture of it. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
That'd be fucking sick.
Oh yeah, I called her the Trojan whore.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. Like it's this is what it looks like. It's just like this huge.
Oh, that's
inverted
fucking
blade.
sick.
Neat.
Whoa.
We're gonna steal that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's without question.
Dibs.
How big can distort value get?
How big can what? Distort value. Yeah. I'll give you 350.
Best
Roll
I
a,
can do is 5
roll a
gold.
deception check.
Hey, Zariel, you want my soul? Give me that sword.
Nat 20. It's yours. What a deal.
From somebody with a
You know, I really wanted 4 million for it, but you know,
You make a
it's just
compelling
gonna-
argument.
Yeah,
Right.
they made a compelling argument.
You're
so
one of
I'm
those
gonna
guys
take-
with one of those faces. I just
Yeah, exactly.
can't say no.
As he's riding it away, I'm Warforged.
So yeah, you guys, cast Featherfall, and you're kind of floating down. Off in the distance, Raijin saw something from his visions, like a hill with like some cliffs that looked like a hand kind of cupping the hill. And then you also saw Zariel in her flying fortress descend on the battle, and all the forces kind of converged on the other side of Elturel, and so you kind of float down behind this hill, and the main battle is kind of blocked by this hill behind you. And I meant to ask last time, but Julian, how does Clash feel about slowly floating down?
He's definitely there for it, and he tries to like fly back up.
Uh,
But once he realizes he can only go down, he's kind of sad.
Yeah.
It's like big spike of excitement and then big disappointment.
Well, he would have fallen
just laying.
3/4 of the way before it would have been cast off.
Oh, then he was definitely sad.
full horror, and then
Once he started to slow, he was like, "Oh, did I learn how to do it?"
Yeah.
And then now very disappointed as he realizes he's gonna just
Nice.
descend to the ground.
Just
Love
kind of
it.
look at Clash like you need to be pushed out of the nest.
The landscape is this red sand and rock and like hard packed dirt, kind of extending off into the distance. You see kind of before you, like, some small hills here and there. You see one of the chain fortresses off, in the short distance. It's just like this squat tower with a gigantic chain that from Elturel coming down into this like tower, this squat tower. You see like remnants of a battle. Like there's like churned up dirt and there's some like devil bodies kind of laying strewn about. And you also see some really strange tracks. They almost look like wagon wheels, but they're much bigger, and they kind of like swipe through your area and then lead out.
All right, so this may be a horrible, horrible question, but do we have any idea where we're going?
Well, towards the
Yeah, we need to go
squat
towards the
fortress,
chain.
right?
Yeah, we need to go towards the chain because we wanted to see how we can disconnect it from down there. So, I'll take a look at the closest chain that we fell near.
Yeah, so there's this squat tower with this chain coming down from Elturel into this squat tower. It's a little ways away, not like a huge distance, but you kind of fell down.
Let's get to there before we decide anything else. Us being out here in the open, not good. Let's go. And I just start running.
Okay, cool. So you guys run across the landscape. I'll also mention, because it happened a long time ago, Ernest Sim had mentioned that if you need if you need some transportation in Avernus to go seek out Mad Maggie.
Yeah, I remember.
And at the
Oh yeah, I definitely don't remember that at all.
Fort Knucklebone.
Okay. I vaguely remember Fort Knucklebone.
Because he said that she owes him a favor.
Yeah.
So there's that too. But the thing that's closest to you is this squat tower that's kind of you see the chain kind of dangling up above, and I think as you're looking up you see the chain tighten and Elturel kind of moves down a little bit, and there's this grinding noise coming from the tower, and so you guys head off towards it.
So oh, never mind. The tower would be outside of it, right? Like outside of the shadow of Elturel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're kind of off to the side. So because they're all kind of, there's probably 6 of them kind of strewn circular around the outside of Elturel, and there's chains on every side. So there's 3 on one side of the river Styx and 3 on the other side of the river Styx, and Elturel's kind of straddling the river Styx way up in the sky. So you're on the west side of the river Styx right now.
Where did Zariel's fucking...
So she
thing?
came down on the opposite side
Sweet.
of the river. Yep.
Okay, yeah, because I was just thinking, I think last time we said it was only 500 feet in the air, and it's a pretty big city, so it must look massive.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
look up. It's the largest cloud you've
Oh,
ever
yeah.
seen.
It's like a storm cloud. You just see it go for a long way.
Yeah, it continues. Huge imposing object floating in the sky.
Hope no vampires.
Well, we don't. I don't know where Mad Maggie is in Avernus. We didn't get directions as to where she would be.
Fort Knucklebones.
Yeah, I have no idea where we are or where we fell.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the
we
chain.
would have marked it on the map, and then I would remember the map. Or I'm sorry, I was going to ask, would it have been marked on the map that I remember?
We didn't have a map for Avernus yet.
Yeah, you had a map for Avernus.
Oh.
Yeah, because Sim
But
gave it to you.
it was not very accurate, right? Because it was stuff always is shifting.
Yeah, they said that.
Anybody have any knowledge in cartography?
I can.
I could draw it from memory.
Well, I think he gave.
I have no survival.
Yes, but we need to know where in.
Oh yeah, I vaguely
Where
remember
to
seeing
find
this.
where we have fallen, because all we know is that we have fallen,
Yeah.
and we're not really sure where we are.
I
Take a
am
look
proficient
around
in
for
cartography and have a cartographer's tools.
So you are proficient. in it?
Q's a cartographer.
Fartographer.
Fartographer.
A cartographer.
So you would be able to know. Just to give you a little heads up, because I know it just from the army stuff, but you would be able to do reverse azimuth. So basically, taking a look at 2 different points,
no.
looking at 2 different points where they are,
Triangulate.
and then triangulate where you are from the 2.
Don't you
Normally,
need the sun
yes,
for that?
but apparently,
I thought I would never have to hear
Avernus
those
doesn't
words
look
again.
like a real place though. It's magical. Things are farther and shorter and left and then right.
Yeah, I
We were
mean, so,
warned that it's not a logical place.
These are non-Euclidean maps.
Nice.
You recall, I made a every map that we've seen of the city, and then of the map we were able to find of Avernus. I made a copy of it. For my
I know
own
which way
self,
is north, don't I?
But we were warned it's not going to be.
Every way is north.
yes,
Yep.
but it's really you think I know which way is north, and then you go, do I? It doesn't feel certain
There's
to
no
you
north
anymore.
here. Your needle's just spinning.
Yeah,
Like that way's north, Wait,
This
no,
is definitely
that
not a
way's
Mercator projection
north.
map.
Yeah, like I think Julian, I
Oh
think
God,
like,
Mercator, gross.
like I think you can feel like this will be my new north, but there's still like some like strangeness to it. Like it's not an exact, like before on the material plane you could look and you could be like, this exact degree is north, you know, exactly north. And in here you're like, okay, I can pick a direction that I feel could be north, but like sometimes you're like, no, now it's this, now it's over here, but now it's over there.
It's shifting.
It's kind of, it feels like it just feels really weird. Like it's an experience you've never felt before. Like it's almost like vertigo, but for a compass, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
And that sucks for birds.
I'm gonna fly south.
Circles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be trippy too.
Yeah.
With a bird,
Yeah.
keen sense. Yeah.
All right. So, do we have a rough relative position? Of
Yeah.
where
What do we
we
see on
might?
horizons?
So give me a group perception check. So we'll just say whoever has the most perception check, do it with advantage.
I've got a +1.
I've got a +7.
That's
Okay.
probably gonna be you.
Yeah. So like you guys can all work together. So just with advantage, Q, roll it, and just we'll see.
Yeah, it's a big 15.
Okay. Okay.
It's not horrible.
I
So-
rolled a 3 and an 8.
So there's a couple things that you know.
Sure.
You see way off in the distance on the other side of the river Styx. You can kind of see like you can't see the actual river because you're kind of down defilade from the river. So like it's kind of like a hill, and you're kind of you can't really see, but you can see the drop
would
off
be.
where the land kind of drops off, and you can kind of see where the river Styx would be. And on the other side of the river Styx, you see a volcano approximately to your, like if the river Styx was approximately north south, like you would say like northeast ish. You also see around you, you kind of crest over the top of a small hill, and you see these gigantic chains kind of strewn out all over the ground. Like remnants. They look like the same type of chains that's pulling El Terrell down, but yeah, they're kind of just like laid on the ground.
Oh,
kind of
this
broken
is
and-
just the city welcoming fucking
yeah,
area.
Yeah, exactly.
Like yes.
but at the same time, like you're running right now, so you don't have time to like pull out this map and like look at it and orient yourself. You can like when you have a few minutes, you could probably pull
Let's
out the
get
map
to-
and
let's get there
get a
first.
better idea of where you're at and what's going on. But
Neat.
Would we be able to tell if El Terrell does hit the ground? Will it be like will the sticks go into the town?
yes, yeah. So it's almost exactly in the middle of the river Styx, and it's pretty wide at that point because you can kind of get a overhead view like as you were looking down before you jumped, and you'd think that like as the river, if the El Terrell was brought down and sunk into the river, like the main part of El Terrell would be immediately flooded by the river Styx, and then it would kind of spread out from there. So it'd probably cause the river to kind of overrun its banks because you're kind of plugging it up. But then, yeah, you could definitely see how it would come up over El Terrell and kind of run through the streets.
You might end up with some waterfront property.
Yeah, exactly. Oceanfront property in Arizona.
You know, I heard this thing about this guy.
Arizona Bay.
He like jumped in the sticks, but like I guess he missed something like an elbow or something, and that's what killed him.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
Raijin,
Yo,
does any of this look familiar?
I would point out the fucking direction of that hand hill thing.
Yeah. So it's approximately like northeast of your position.
I'd be like,
northwest of your position.
I
am completely backwards. West is that way.
Yeah.
Northwest of your position. Northeast is the volcano.
yeah. So I'd be like, I in a vision I saw a hand on a hill, and as we were falling, I saw something over there. It looked kind of like that.
But yeah,
weird.
Other than that, like that, everything else looks like in your vision you saw like a red landscape, and you
Yeah.
saw your grandfather like collapse in this landscape.
Yeah,
but
and it could be
like
anywhere.
like it's not. There was no like defining features in your
Pick a
vision.
point in the Sahara.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That one sand dune.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, do we know what Maggie is?
No, we have no
if she's a
idea.
human or okay.
She's mad.
I'm expecting a humanoid of some kind.
Can we kill her?
If
No
I
reason.
were a betting man, I'd say it's probably like a hag or something crazy, but I
I
have
have
no idea.
Could be a devil.
Yeah.
I
So
did take locate creature.
I mean, it could be just a jolly old gnome woman or something. Who knows?
Well, run to the tower and then.
Yeah.
okay. So yeah. So you kind of you see the tower kind of go down a hill, and you come up over the top again, and you're really close to it, and it's this squat tower. I'll show you a picture of it. Go ahead and hit the-
As we approach, I want to like slow everybody down a little bit so we can look for any like defenses or just like we don't want to run directly into a legion of devils guarding this tower.
Yeah, totally.
Order of the British Obi. Evidently, I clicked on something when I.
Well, it's better.
Help
than
me,
opening
Obi-Wan
to
Kenobi.
porn.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah. Where is my mouse?
Keeps hitting here.
Oh, there it is, right there. There we go. That looks better.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but you kind of see this like this squat tower, and there's this gigantic chain kind of hanging out of the top of it, and
What? You know what this looks like?
there's this imposing.
Chode.
This looks like the tower that freaking I'm gonna buy.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. The Whiz
That
Kids Tower.
would have been awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I went to Wizard's Chest today, and I'm like, oh, do I have enough? No, oh, but I do, but I got bills.
Right.
So Raijin, give me a perception check as you're you're slowing your pace a little bit. And
Yeah. That's actually really good. That's a 21.
Wow, nice.
No, I never roll that good on perception.
Yeah, so at first glance, it looks abandoned. It looks like when Zariel's flying fortress landed, like all of the forces were kind of emptied out of it.
Yeah.
And you're about ready to say it looks deserted, but you see like a slight movement in the second floor window, just like a little, just a little bit of.
That's
a
one of those like, all right, I think it's good. We should wait.
Yeah.
I
Would
see
this be in the
something.
Devils or the Demons Fortress?
This would probably be a devil fortress.
Yeah, this would be I mean, logically, like the Zariel who controls the devils is bringing Elturel down into Avernus. So
Yeah, Avernus is the realm of the devils.
Yeah,
the
so you would-
abyss is where the demons are from. So more than likely, any structures we encounter would be devilish, unless some other thing has come in and claimed it, which would be
Yeah.
also horrifying and powerful. So
yeah, so you're kind of behind this hill. You kind of just have crested, and you kind of see it off, a couple hundred yards away.
Can we find any way to approach that isn't just straight out in the open, or is it all just straight out?
Give me a survival check.
Yeah, I'm good at that. 14.
Okay. You kind of look around, and you see like a small ravine that kind of goes around the back of it a little bit. You could probably walk around and follow the ravine up a little ways. You couldn't get all the way up to it,
Right.
but it would get
give
you
us
closer.
cover closer, so
Yeah.
we're not just across the
So you're
open.
not completely
Yeah,
exposed.
I'll be like,
yeah.
we should come around this way and flank them from that side, and we'll be able to get closer before we get ambushed or something crazy.
Okay. And I lead with 6 the way there.
Okay.
Hellrider Academy.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me a group stealth check. So everyone, give me a stealth check.
Disadvantage. Oh man,
It's not bad though.
I had an 18 and a 7.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not much better.
14 on my stealth. I'm rolling
14,
right.
and you had a 7.
I have an 8,
Okay.
and 6 has a 14.
Okay. Clash.
22.
Ooh.
Oh, thank God.
Coin. A 1. Beautiful. Okay, so I think that you guys are pretty stealthy, and you kind of stay behind Defilade, and you get around to the ravine, and there's this like, as you approach it, unfortunately, there's this black sludge that's kind of like the ravine that you thought you could get down into is just half full of this like slow moving like black sludge that's kind of kind of meandering away from you.
Yep, don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Let's stay away from that. Which way is it going? Is it like it's just going to like across from us?
Yeah, so like if the tower was like here, like here, like the ravine was gonna head like this way. You guys are over here, and it's kind of coming. It kind of goes up this way. And
Okay.
the tower's here.
And where was the sludge?
The sludge was in this ravine that
Yeah,
because
so we're gonna
Raijin saw this ravine and he's like, "Hey, we could use that to get
Okay.
closer."
And it's full of
I'm gonna
shit.
look
And it's full,
further
yeah.
further downstream, and if there's
Okay.
a way to like go straight line across, because if
Okay.
it goes out like that,
Yeah.
just straight line.
Yeah, like it.
Wait,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, how close are we to the sludge?
So you guys kind of you're probably 20 or 30 feet away. Like you rush up on it, and you're kind of behind a hill, and you kind of come up on the ravine, and you're able to look down into it, and then that's when you see that like the sludge is kind of in that ravine that you thought you could kind of traverse. There's still like some steep banks that you could probably make your way
Right,
next to if you
be
wanted
harder.
to, but it's more difficult than you thought it was.
All right, cool.
Did you want to try and do something with the sludge?
I was thinking about casting Vicious Mockery at it to see if it's sentient. But,
Save your spell.
I thought better of it.
Yeah, because this is like a whole like stream of sludge, right?
Yeah, it kind of continues on like down as far as you can see. So
All right.
Just the
26
sludge,
black
huh?
oozes crawl out of the.
I key blast the sludge.
okay,
It's like,
like
a
it kind
swarm
of
of rats.
yeah, it kind of
It's
it
oozes.
splurts like there's like a pool, like kind of splashes up a little bit, but yeah, it kind of immediately settles back down. Like it's got like a
It's like the
weird
room in Wild now.
yeah, it's got like a weird viscous to it. Like it's almost like oily. Like tar, like it's thinner than tar, but it's got this like really like slimy like
Molasses.
molasses kind of substance to it.
Was it like the viscous globs from the one?
Not quite that thick.
No, definitely not. Yeah, it's runny. Like you could probably swim in it, like if you wanted to swim in it, but it's just really, it's like thicker
It's
oil.
dense.
It's thicker oil, I would say. Like if you could imagine it.
Like
I'll
you drain
use, like,
oil
a
from your car
bartender's
after you
voice.
ran it way too long.
Yeah.
I'll use like a bartender's voice and I'll nudge Coin Charmer and I'll be like, "Have a drink."
Is there any organic material around that we could like kind of toss in and see how it reacts?
Do you happen to have any proficiency in alchemy?
I think I
Nope.
do.
Yeah,
Maybe.
coin-
Josh is like, "Man, I just wanted them to not stay in the ravine."
no, it's
Oh
fine.
wait,
No,
I'm proficient in alchemist supplies. I didn't see that. Let's go take a sample.
Tinker's tools.
Yeah.
That's
What if
about
it's
all
a
I got.
tributary
Let's go take
to
a
the
sample.
sticks?
I'm gonna go over,
Science project.
kind
Yeah.
of get close to it,
okay.
and like tie a rope
Okay.
to myself,
Okay.
and then give it to Six and have Six back up.
Okay. So
Okay.
you're kind of at the edge of this ravine.
No, I would
Yeah,
tie myself
yeah.
up, then walk to the edge of this ravine.
Yeah, yeah. So
And,
then you're kind of Six is holding back, and you're kind of you slide slowly down the ravine with the help of Six. I think you don't have to make a check.
Yeah, and then
I
get
think you
down
can-
there and like pull out like one of my empty vials,
Okay.
and then or like an empty casing that I haven't done yet.
Okay.
And just kind of like take a knife, like a knife, just
Okay, so like pull the like put the
like
dip the
in
knife
ooze
in.
and
Okay.
try to like
Yeah, it's
put it
really
into
sticky,
the-
so it kind of sticks to your knife a bit, and then you kind of scrape it off. Give me a dexterity saving throw. We'll just say dexterity throw.
Yeah.
16.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're able to kind of dexterously, like it almost leaks off the side, but you're able to kind of scoop it up and get it in there, and so now you've got this shell casing with some of this black sludge in it. Yep.
Okay, yeah, put a cork back on it and kind of like just tug on the rope and then
Okay, yeah,
start
6
coming back
pulls
up.
up, yeah, and you're able to scramble back up again. Yep.
Yeah, and I just get to the
Nice.
top, and I'm gonna pull out my alchemy supplies,
Okay.
and kind of like just, well, where are we? We're still just on top.
Yeah,
of the
you're
hill.
still like out in the
we're in the
middle
middle
of
of nothing, man.
Avernus. Like you're
I open my chest, throw it in, and say later.
okay. Yeah, so you can see.
As he throws it in, I want a minor illusion, the sound of like acid dissolving something.
Nice.
Give me a deception check.
Oh, it's pretty good. So 15 on the die plus 9. 20,
24.
24.
5. You must not have corked it very well. Like you chuck it in
I
there.
reach back in, pull it out, look at it. Oh.
Have a good laugh.
And then I just kind of go in, and then like you see the gears kind of like just shift and reorient it back into my stomach.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, as you can see the chain from Elturel coming down, kind of behind the hill, but you can't see the tower at all at this point. You can see where the chain's coming down to, but it's over.
So do we think we should just make a run for it? There's at least a thing inside, but it doesn't look like a lot. I don't trust us to not fall into this sludge if we go down this ravine.
You guys are fine. Let me reload because it said it bombed out. So.
I mean, I could make
viscous.
2 of us invisible if we could get there in a minute.
I could also make a couple of us invisible, I think.
Oh yeah, you have like bad invisibility.
Yeah, I've just got your generic. I've just got your generic
Run-of-the-mill.
invisibility, but it lasts longer.
Lesser invisibility.
Yeah.
Like regular
You
invisibility
have
lasts
invisible.
for like
He has invisible.
like an hour.
Avisible. Yeah. I mean, I don't have the what is it called, lesser invisibility, so I can't. I can only do greater. So, I don't think we can make it there in like a minute, right?
I don't know. Like
That's a hell of
so.
a sprint.
Yeah, from this point, no. Like if you followed the ravine, and then you could jump out from the ravine, and you could run there within a minute. I think so. But from this point, no. I don't think you can make it within a minute.
The most people I can invisible is like 3, and that
I mean,
uses
yeah, we could do like a few people, and then they could signal if it's safe.
Our stealthy ones would be
I'm down.
the monk, the
monk
goblin.
and the monk and the bard. I'm not. You're not.
No, monk, bard, and the
Coin-
goblin.
Coin, yes, you're stealthy, but you're not really meant to get away that kind of quickly.
Can anyone cast like? I can cast message,
I can reply.
or no, I can cast sending. Sorry, I can't cast message.
So I
shot
can do
grass, I
message,
can
but
get
that's
away.
it only goes 120 feet.
For what?
Message only goes 120 feet.
Oh, okay.
Like I can do it, but again, it's a short range thing, and that's like sprinting distance again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a moot point.
I say we just go up, knock on the front door, see who's home.
through Six's eyes or anything like that?
What's that?
Do you have like the familiar like look through their eyes with
Six is not a familiar.
I mean, I feel like you're very familiar with him.
Oh yes, I know his ins and outs.
Ooh.
I mean, if it's an hour, like one of us could come back if it's safe.
Yeah, I mean,
And
so
if we don't come back, we're all dead.
I could
I
with
would-
just using a second level spell slot, I can twin an invisibility and get 2 people invisible for an hour. That's not a horrible waste of resources.
That seems good for like just the reconnaissance.
Because I
in my
think
opinion.
that would only
They
cost
also
me
have
two-
alarm.
My 5.
What is that?
Pretty
do?
sure that'll only
Yeah,
cost me 2 sorcery
My
points.
6 attunement. My 6.
Like,
It's
That is half
you
my
basically
sorcery
can set an
points,
alarm against unwanted intrusion.
Yeah, I was okay with the vehicle conversion. Yeah.
Well, I have something that'll can get us there and back quickly. It's gonna take some time. It would take me 2 hours.
Oh,
You
I
can,
don't know
like
if I have...
transformers yourself into a sedan.
But it would only be able to transport 1 or 2 of us quickly.
And
It
I
would
don't
be loud.
think... Yeah, I don't... honestly, at this point, you don't know about that type of thing.
Well, I'm just thinking of getting it would just be a cart.
Okay.
Like it would basically be no different than a cart, just wheels turning. It wouldn't be fast, but it'd be faster than all of us now.
Honestly, at this point, I think our best bet is either one, just all go storm the castle.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just do that. I mean, we already know it's not going to be good. Whatever is in there.
Q starts running.
That settles it.
That's what I'm talking about. Initiative, and I just start running too.
Okay. Okay, so yeah,
Here we
you
go.
kind of have this moment of like, what's going to happen,
this is
what's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to happen. Because you pop over the top of this hill, and there's this tower, you know, all across this plain, and there's like a couple of like old like ruins, which is really strange because they look like they're almost like this like beautiful white marble. And they're like there's just the remnants of them at this point. There's like one like an L shape of a wall that's like maybe a couple feet high, and so but yeah, there's nothing else, and like maybe a couple of like small like shrub brush, like ugly dead trees. So you're running and you're just looking up saying, you know, is there anything in the window? Is there anything in the window? Is there anything in that window?
Yeah.
And
Because I'm
you
like
know,
running with my rifle in one hand. Like I don't even have my shield. I'm just
yeah. And you know, so there's that like, oh my gosh, we're way exposed out in the open. Like we could just be wiped out right now. Keep running. I just spit chip everywhere. That's awesome.
That's so hot. Do it again.
But you make it. So you're kind of you hit kind of the side of, so you're kind of standing here.
Right, and we just
up against the wall. You kind of see like a fireball going slowly overhead. This gigantic fireball. And El Terrell off to the side.
This is scary.
And also as you're kind of panting, like catching your breath, you see the blade of Zariel's ship kind of take off and turn and fly away.
Right as that happens, I see everybody else panting, and I mimic.
Yeah, but you're there sitting at the side of this tower now, and I'll go ahead and let's move it over here.
So it's got all those like windows on it. Are those just like arrow slit windows, or are
Yeah,
they
they're all
they're
arrow
definitely
slits. Yeah,
murderers.
there's no like glass or anything. They're open windows, and it looks to be about 3 stories tall. Like the third story doesn't have any windows. The second story has windows, and the first story has windows. So
Okay.
Yeah. This is
But they're
the
not
tower.
big enough to like crawl into. or
no,
anything.
definitely not. They're maybe like a foot
Yeah,
wide.
cool.
Like if Q like really squeezed, he could probably get through. But they're like 10 feet off the ground.
Right.
So they start at 10 feet. You know,
Okay.
however tall you guys are. But let's grab some minis.
I'm like 12 feet
I'm
tall,
pretty
bro.
tall.
If I stand on 6, we're end to end. We're 12.
Robot centipede it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are kind
You get a trench coat, and then I'll stand on 6, and then Q will stand on my shoulders.
Or
We
or
could
can
look
do
like a Goliath.
We can do like in The Princess Bride. I have come for your souls.
I think it'd be like, no,
One more
we're here
level,
for
I can just
yours.
run up the wall like it's nothing.
Yeah, but think about all those people in there. Crap! I had a contract.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So yeah, you kind of look up, and it's like that looking up at a sky rise. You can see the chain kind of going out above you, and the squatness of the tower, and it makes you feel very, very small.
All right. Well, I guess we should go knock on the door.
Are you guys knocking?
Is it open?
No, I punched the door.
door?
You punch the
Does
what?
the door punch him back?
I punch the door open.
Okay, so you walk around, and there it's like this like disgusting like visage, like obviously a warning of like do not enter. There's some kind
Punch
of
it in its eye.
strange
Punch the
symbol.
door in its eye.
You punch, it hurts your hand. It's made of like steel.
Is it locked?
I have fists of steel.
Okay, Q. Okay. You punch it and it goes, ow, my eye, son of a, oh.
I think you dented it.
Like the stupid doors in the labyrinth.
My fist brought the door to life just so I could kill it. No, but
That's
yeah,
some
let's
Chuck
open the door.
Norris shit right there.
Yeah, so there's like it's like an inset like circle with like a bar across it, and it looks like it's like a strange like door handle of some sort. There's no like locking mechanism that you can see on it though.
That's the only thing like that you can grab onto.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay.
I grab it.
I
Grab
grab
it.
his hand.
Okay.
Like, can I do like a dex check or something like that to grab his hand before he grabs a hold of it?
Yeah, I mean,
If I can contest that,
yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go. Both of you guys give me dexterity checks, and whoever's got the highest gets there first.
fuck. I rolled a 3. 7.
10.
Okay. So yeah, like Q like punches the door. It kind of goes boom, and then he reaches for the handle, and you kind of
grab his hand.
You step in front of him.
No, I just grab him right on the wrist.
Okay.
I'm like, hold on. I'm gonna check for traps.
Okay.
That's a 22.
Okay. Yeah, it is. There's a couple needles. So if you, it seems to like it's like the circular device, and with like a bar across it, and you're supposed to reach your hand in and turn it. If you turn it left, it looks like these needles like shoot out from these holes. If you turn it right, then it doesn't seem to trigger the trap.
I grab it and I turn it right.
Okay.
That's some Tim Horror shit.
Yeah. It kind of clicks loudly, and then you feel the tension of the door latch kind of open, and it kind of opens inward a little bit.
Okay. It was just like, all right, and I just take a step back to let him in because I don't want to
Who
be
built
in
this
the
fortress with a door that goes inwards?
Somebody who really wanted to get in.
Oh yeah, I guess it would be it.
Turn
Outwards.
out, yeah.
Yeah, it would pull out.
No, I like it better
Never
that the
pull out.
devils are just incompetent.
Never pull out.
It's great, man. Just don't. You should see the Tom Segura
Oh man.
one about that.
They secure contracts to build their premises.
All right.
They went with the
We
lowest
have to be
bidder.
extra
Yes.
quiet. Clang, clang, clang.
Boom, boom. So who's the first in the door?
Not me.
Not me either.
Oh, who else just
That's
joined?
me.
Oh, okay. I was like,
We're all
I'm
here.
like, who are you, strange yellow Discord thing?
Zariel?
Is it you, Chris Perkins? Have you joined our D&D group?
So I'm assuming it's Q, and then I'll go right after him.
Okay, so Q goes in first. Is that okay, Kevin?
yes. Yes.
Okay, and then Ryzen's right in afterwards. So yeah, you see this like this floor, and it's got a bunch of like it looks like kind of like spoils of war a little bit. Like there's like a weapons rack, but it looks like it's kind of like hastily just like there's some like old crappy swords, like some pretty like some like sabers that are kind of chipped and broken. There's a couple of like shields of different, like they all look like devilish, like shields. And then on the other side, there's a couple of like boxes that are open on the top that have like clothing items and stuff like that, but kind of, and then there's a ladder going up to the second floor, but dominating the middle of the room is this like gigantic hole. And you kind of look up and you can tell that the chain, the El Torel chain, is kind of coming down through the middle of the building and into the floor.
Can we shoot down and into it?
Yeah, so you approach the edge, and then are the rest of you guys staying outside, or are you going in?
No, I'll
Yeah,
go
to
in.
the edge.
Okay.
I'll go in, but turn right away. Just want to look out, see if anybody follows us.
Okay. Okay.
I take a coin out of my pocket and just flick it right into the hole.
Okay.
Can I
Cast
light
light
on
on
it before you click it?
yeah. Yeah. So what was that, Julian?
I was asking if I could cast light on it before you flicks it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine if you guys want.
Get it quick.
Yeah, so you
It's
cast
going.
you cast light and coin flips the coin off the edge, and you approach the edge and look down as it's kind of like traveling. It's doing its little arc, and you look down and you realize that a light is not needed. Below you are these massive gears, and all of them that like this just like mess of gears, like it's just tight, and you can kind of see like in between the gears here and there, and below it is just like this lava field, and you can see them, like you can hear this kind of like kind of down below, and they're just these massive gears below ground. And you're kind of looking down there, and the coin kind of bounces off one of the gears and kind of flips and gets caught like on one of the edge of the gears, and one of the gears starts to turn, and you see the coin just crush and turn, and just get smashed.
I like where you're going with that coin, but you're gonna need a lot more of those to stop that gear.
And as you are
6, come here.
Get it, boy!
as you are looking down, you hear some movement above, and a figure drops from the ladder.
Into the hole?
No, yeah, he just goes. Ah!
Wilhelm scream.
He hits the ground, and then two more.
Yeah.
Two more.
Two more humanoids.
2 more hags.
2 Baylors.
Mad Maggie.
Two bearded devils who you've ran into before, kind of drop down as well.
Like back in Baldur's Gate in the
Yep.
house.
Yep.
See that?
And,
Lift my rifle immediately, yeah.
Yeah, and he kind of he does that 3-point cool landing, and he stands up and he says, little escapees from Elturel. Scramble back up.
It's just as soon as he gets halfway through that sentence, just
Okay.
wow!
Okay, yeah, let's roll initiative.